In today's world, the best sports teams are built through drafts, far more frequently than trades and free agency. Just look at the Chicago Blackhawks, Green Bay Packers, and San Antonio Spurs. And then there are those teams who have made terrible drafting decisions that cost them dearly. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we take a look at 10 teams who drafted a bust over an elite player. And a big shout out to The Ball Don't Lie for suggesting this video. We don't lie. What a great suggestion. Number 10, 1999 Cleveland Browns. You know how the Browns have a new starting quarterback like every year? This tradition began in 1999 when they drafted Tim Couch first overall. 62 career games out of the league by 2003. Donovan McNabb was taken 2 spots after him, a 6-time Pro Bowler with 234 career touchdowns. He turned an awful Philadelphia Eagles team into a perennial juggernaut. Hey, future Hall of Famer cornerback Champ Bailey could have been drafted too. Superstar running back Edgar and James was also free, but the Browns missed out. Number 9, 2010 St. Louis Rams. The Rams took quarterback Sam Bradford with the top pick. Now, he wasn't awful, but he was always hurt. Never that great when healthy and was out of St. Louis by 2015. The next 6 guys taken after him are Pro Bowlers, and 16 of the first-rounders that year have made it to Hawaii. How about superstar wide receiver Dez Bryant? He would have been a great fit in St. Louis. Or perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate Ndamukong Suh. Hey, that elite safety in Seattle, Earl Thomas, what about him? And finally, Jason Pierre-Paul, pass rushing monster and Super Bowl champion. Number 8, 2007 Portland Trail Blazers. We'll make this short and sweet. It was between Greg Oden and Kevin Durant as the top pick in the 2007 draft. Portland chose Oden, who played just 82 games with the franchise's injuries ruined a potentially great career. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant slid to number 2. 2014 League MVP, 4-time NBA scoring champion. Poor Blazer fans. Number 7, 2006 Kansas City Royals. With the top pick in the 2006 draft, the Royals drafted Luke Hochevar, whose 45-65 record and career 4.98 ERA leaves a lot to be desired. Evan Longoria, one of the league's elite third basemen, was right there for the taking. Clayton Kershaw, the MLB's most dominant pitcher in maybe history? He was also available. Oh, wait, Max Scherzer. He of 2 Cy Young Awards was also available. At least the Royals won the 2015 World Series. Now the front office is forgiven for this drafting mistake. Number 6, 1983 Minnesota North Stars. The 1983 NHL draft is one of the most stacked ever. You'd think the North Stars would nail the top pick in the draft. Well, Brian Lawton's career, 266 points in 483 games, weren't really much to celebrate. The next 6 guys taken after him became NHL All-Stars, and 2 are Hall of Famers, most notably Steve Yzerman, a Detroit Red Wings icon that captained the team to 3 Stanley Cups, scoring 692 career goals and 1,755 points. Pat LaFontaine was also available. He scored 468 goals and 1,013 career points. And then there was that ultra-power forward in Cam Neely. Seabass from Dumb and Dumber. Number 5, 2003 Detroit Pistons. What's funny? The Pistons ended up winning the 2004 NBA championship anyway, while becoming a powerhouse in the East. Doesn't mean we'll let them off the hook for a big mess-up in the 2003 draft. They took towering center Darko Milicic with the 2nd overall pick. You probably won't recognize the name, but you will recognize the next 3 names selected. Number 3, Carmelo Anthony, enough said. He's a future Hall of Famer. Number 4, Chris Bosh, one of the league's premier forwards, 2-time NBA champion. And number 5, Dwayne Wade, the face of the Heat franchise, guiding them to 3 NBA championships. Number 4, 1993 Ottawa Senators. Alexander Dade was supposed to be the franchise icon in Canada's capital city. Whoops. That man only played 4 seasons with the Senators. And then there's Chris Pronger, the pick right after Daggle. All the Hall of Famer has done is win a Stanley Cup, 2 Olympic gold medals, 1 Hart Trophy, and 1 Norris Trophy. Easily one of the greatest to ever play the game. A crafty sniper and speedster Paul Correa was also free until number 4. We're surprised this draft selection passed Canadian Parliament. Number 3, 2007 Oakland Raiders. The Oakland Raiders now have Derek Carr as an established franchise QB, but back in 2007 they had their eyes on Jamarcus Russell and took him first. The next pick was Calvin Johnson, the future Hall of Famer who became the most dominant receiver ever not named Randy Moss or Jerry Rice. Next, Joe Thomas, the man who has made the Pro Bowl every season since he turned pro. Oh, and then there's a really good running back named Adrian Peterson, who was also available. Didn't he do something special? 2012 MVP or something? Okay, this was a stacked draft. We conclude this portion by bringing up Darrelle Revis as another available option for Oakland. The man's so good he has his own island. Number 2, 2001 Washington Wizards. The Wizards lacked magic with this draft selection, choosing Kwame Brown, who averaged 6.6 points per game with 7 different teams in his career. There's a star named Tyson Chandler who was taken second, but there's another star who went third, named Pau Gasol. He won 2 NBA titles with the LA Lakers and is a 6-time All-Star. And Tony Parker, 4-time NBA champion with the Spurs, went 28th overall. And number 1, 1998 San Diego Chargers. Peyton Manning went first, Ryan Leaf second. Most people consider the latter to be the biggest draft bust in NFL history. Now, the 1998 draft wasn't the best ever, but the Chargers could have taken Charles Woodson, one of the most dominant defensive players in NFL history, period. Or they could have taken Randy Moss, who some argue is the most dominant wide receiver to ever live. One of those two would have changed the course of NFL history and the Chargers franchise. But this draft selection ended up showing the world why the Chargers are a laughed-at organization. What other notable draft misses did we forget? Join us in the comments below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.